Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. My name's Marty and I hope you're doing really well today. As you can tell, I'm watching What We Do in the Shadows, the film. My friends are going to be so happy with me because for many years people have been telling me I need to watch this, and I just put off watching it just for one reason or another, and I'm now eventually getting round to it because of you guys suggesting, requesting this, and it has also won the poll. If you want to see the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. Don't forget to stick around until after I go over my thoughts at the end of this, when we'll be going through the trivia for the film as well. We'll look at some of the behind the scenes. I know nothing about this film other than Taika Waititi's in it. Also, if you do love a bit of Taika Waititi, I have seen the entirety of Our Flag Means Death. All the episodes are here on YouTube, and you can also see the uncuts over on Patreon or YouTube members. And I've also seen the film Boy as well, for which the uncut is up on the other places as well. By the way, just really quick, I've just noticed that upon looking up his outfit, I'm going to switch it to the black jacket. I'm just going to change here. There you go. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch What We Do in the Shadows from 2014. Got an old film effect. Or maybe that's not for the... Have you seen his documentary board? Wait, is this done as if it's a documentary on vampires? Every few years, a secret society in New Zealand gathers for a special event, the Unholy Masquerade. In the months leading up to the ball, a documentary crew was granted full access to a small group of this society. Yeah, I think it is. 6 o'clock. Wait, is that... I didn't notice that was a coffin at first. Each crew member wore a crucifix and was granted protection by the subjects of the film. Hey, there he is! That's so cool. How did they do that for the filming? I'd say, was it like the magician's trick thing? Pole and up inside, but... the Argo.
So it's 6 p.m, which is when I wake up. Always really scary.
He's so much younger. Oh, let's see if it's light outside.
Yes! Nighttime.
I mean, it looks a little light still.
I'm going to wake up my flatmates. Wake up!
Wake up!
Wake up, everyone!
I love the decor.
Wakey, wakey! I just really like having a good time.
It's gonna scare them.
Okay. How was your night last night?
I transformed into a dog and had sex.
We're gonna have a little flat meeting in the kitchen, it's okay?
Okay.
Okay. Vladislav!
Oh, well, I say, he's having a... Yeah.
What?
Oh, that was cool. How it changed all of a sudden. Take it probably blue screen behind that they then removed. Because it was an unbroken shot to do that, so...
In Peter's room?
Oh my god, he's in a stone tomb and everything.
Peter.
It's gonna frighten the hell out of him.
Peter.
Oh no, don't touch him.
Peter, wake up. You don't have to come, but I thought I'd extend an invitation to you just in case. Oh, it's a spinal column, yeah.
Oh.
I should just bring a broom down here for you if you wanted to sweep up some of the skeletons. You know.
Spring cleaning.
I got you this chicken.
Oh, poor chicken. He reminds me, the guy in the tomb.
Is Peter coming?
Peter. Reminds me of Nosferatu, is it?
Wanted to have a quick chat about flat responsibilities. We're not all pulling our weight. We're not just pointing the finger at you, Deacon. You're a cool guy, but you're not pulling your weight.
I'm glad to hear that I'm cool. I do my flat chores.
No, you don't.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do. You have not done the dishes for 5 years.
How very dare you.
So many bloody dishes all over this bench. Like,
Oh, physically bloody dishes.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them! Vampires don't do dishes.
They're cute.
the rebellious young vampire is always doing crazy
Oh, I
things.
love this.
Just like the young bad boy of the
A
group.
cool hip documentary upon vampires.
One day I was selling my wares,
And I was sucking the blood of some person.
and I look at it and think, very old and creepy. And then this creature flies at me. It dragged me back to this dungeon and bit into my neck. And just at the point of death, this creature forced me to suck its foul blood.
Lovely.
It hovered above me, screeching.
I went, I am Dracula.
Vampire. And it was Peter.
Oh.
And we're still friends today.
Hello, Peter. Does Peter talk?
You put out the recycling, which was really cool.
I dragged the man's body down the hallway and noticed that there was no dust. I kind of swept the hallway.
So, yeah, he did a bit of spring cleaning.
It's like this older vampire who grew up in the medieval times.
Always gonna miss that.
Scene?
Yeah, like that.
Happy together.
That was really well done as well.
Bloody hell! He's a really great guy. A bit of a pervert.
We should get some slaves.
Some very old ideas.
I was quite tyrannical. I was known for
Vladislav.
torturing a lot of people.
Oh my god. Vladislav the Tyrannical.
This is my torture chamber.
Very own Christian Grey.
I tended to torture when I was in a bad place. I would poke someone. I was known as Vladislav the Poker.
So,
Viago is a little pedantic.
Oh, that's cool.
on dishes, and it still hasn't moved in 5 years.
He was an 18th century dandy, so he can be very fussy.
Negs and negs.
There was blood all over my nice antique.
Which one, the red one?
Well, it's red now, yeah. Put down some newspaper on the floor and some towels. It's not hard to do.
Gotta look after the place.
We're vampires. We don't put down towels.
Some vampires do.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of tension.
This is such a unique idea. It feels kind of natural as well.
We'll do my dishes!
Oh, that's so cool. Struggling to get back down. Oh, I love this already. Casual knitting in the background. Hoovering off the cobwebs. Is Peter meant to be based a bit on the Nosferatu vampire?
I became a vampire when I was 16, and that is why I always look 16.
Vampires have had a pretty bad rap. We're not these mopey old creatures who live in castles, who fled together in really small countries like New Zealand.
The vampires of New Zealand. Oh, that one a minute ago.
I was a Nazi vampire.
Hence why we just saw...
After the war which the Nazis lost, I don't know if you know that the Nazis lost that war.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that they did. The old man disappears, the corpse unburied. Trying to take all this in, 1967. I love that they've hung out, and if you notice, it's just over the years. What we do in the shadows.
Yeah, I came to this country for love.
Oh, he's so sweet.
There was a girl, human girl. Thought she was fantastic. She was absolutely amazing. I was smitten.
Aww.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to chase her and tell her how I feel. Send me to New Zealand. Put the wrong postage on my coffin.
No. Where did he go? Transylvania or something?
And when I got here, she had found someone else.
No.
She had fallen in love. She was married.
Oh no.
She gave me this before she left.
I love that they're telling such human problems through the eyes of a vampire.
There she is. She told me it was pure silver. Unfortunately,
It's
we
not.
vampires cannot wear silver.
Oh yeah. You can't wear it. Take it off. You're burning. Singeing slightly. He's like, love hurts.
It's about as long as I can wear that.
The music. It's them. It's beautiful.
Like one of the unfortunate things about not having a reflection is that you don't know exactly what you look like.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Look, a ghost cup floating all by itself. Yeah, some of our clothes are from victims. You think, ooh, those are some nice pants.
So you steal them.
When you're a vampire, you become very sexy.
He's got the leather pants.
We are trying to attract victims to us. I go for a look which I call dead but delicious.
Hello, ladies.
Very Wes Anderson filming here. Love it. I liked the blue jacket one.
We are ready to go into town and party.
Huzzah!
Vampire style.
It goes from being a little out there and quirky to being really plain.
To town is really cool because just for one brief moment I feel.
Wait, have they filmed this in real public?
Have to be invited in to go in.
Oh, this is so interesting.
The humans found out that we were, they would destroy us.
Hello. Good birthday. No, human.
Wait, is that
Gone.
No, human. Yeah, he's gone.
from our flag? Means death.
But a very thirsty girl.
It is her. She looks so much different. I am so sorry, I've forgotten her name. I think was it Sammy?
Being bitten as a little boy or a little girl, you're always going to look the same age.
You're going to kill some perverts.
Yeah, we're meeting it.
Cool.
What?
Tumor is vampire owned and operated.
It's the hottest night spot for vampires.
Perhaps you could bring some people to the house.
No. Oh, this is
Maybe some ladies.
this is like their person that brings people along, right?
My relationship with Deacon is,
Help supply the victims.
well, I'm his familiar. He's my master. He tells me what to do, I do it.
Handy to have that.
Oh, it's a little bit of blood. My husband, he's a haemophiliac, someone that bleeds a lot.
Bleeds a lot, yeah. The little nod to the cameras if to go, assess the story.
So it's a dinner party. I'll be there.
Yes,
You'll be
dinner
there.
party. And then eat them.
As in, we'll eat the people.
Talk about the,
You know of a night dentist? Because I have this thing here.
the deal.
The dishes?
The deal is,
What is the
that he is going to give me eternal life.
Turn her into a vampire.
Very exciting. I wouldn't want to kind of get any older before. I just feel like I'm the best version of myself.
He's like, I do not care. Go, please.
So I was just wondering
Be gone.
He's like, I have this power over her. Oh, so they kill perverts. Oh, so they were vampires as well.
Their last moment alive. It's a nice experience.
They'll look at the camera.
Ooh, what do you...
I'm thinking about going to uni actually.
Oh, you are?
Oh, well, you might not make it there.
Gonna travel. Really wanted to go overseas for ages.
And fly. Well, you can, it's a bat. She thinks he's going to kiss her. What does she know? Oh, okay. She's a blader!
Well, that didn't go so great. The main artery, it's a real mess in there. On the upside, I think she had a really good time.
Of course. You look like a Picasso painting. He's hitting the microphone as he's doing it. Yeah, he's not quite the best at being a vampire, is he?
She seems like she'd be a good victim to use hypnosis on her.
I don't think that'll work.
See me.
She'll just hear this voice.
She can't see me from that angle.
Vladislav used to be extremely powerful. He could hypnotize
Really?
crowds of people. He could turn into all sorts of animals, but now he never gets the faces right. He suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of his arch nemesis, the Beast.
The Beast. Who's the Beast?
And he's never been the same.
See me. See me.
He's probably just here and he'll go, shut up!
See me.
Then now.
Would you like to come inside?
I loved how they're. Wait, what? Why would you just invite some random stranger in? Unless the guy's a murderer himself. Yeah, I love how they have. It's almost like they don't really have this power. That's cool. It's like they don't have the powers, really. And they're putting it on for the cameras.
Come in.
Come in, food.
Deacon and his friends need victims. Not be people that I actually invest in or like because, of course, they will become victims. No, I sat next to you in English, remember? You used to call me the Jaxorcist.
Old bullies.
She's in.
So these are people she doesn't like.
I will go and prepare dinner.
You a virgin at all?
What?
Yeah, bit of a weird question to ask.
You were a virgin when we were seeing each other?
Yeah, I was 12. I think we drink virgin blood because it sounds cool.
If you were going to eat a sandwich, you would just enjoy it more if you knew no one had f***ed it.
Lovely. That's a good point, but
I totally pinned her as a virgin. Who would have sex with her? I wouldn't.
I would.
she's probably really lovely. Oh, yummy spaghetti.
Do you like biscotti?
Spaghetti.
Like it? Be better if it was warm.
Ah, no, cold spaghetti's alright. Get a bit of toast.
our guest with a plate of biscotti. And then I will say,
Biscotti.
why don't you eat some biscotti? Please, Nick, eat some biscotti. I didn't realize you enjoyed eating worms.
What? It's not worms?
There's worms wiggling around in my plate.
Oh, wait, what? Is that meant to be?
Idea from the Lost Boys.
I've not seen The Lost Boys.
To have a snake for
I know. What?
No one's going to mistake your penis for a cobra now.
Are they making him think these things?
Bite my spaghetti, make my turn into a snake. That's not cool.
Wait, so those things actually supposedly happened? I think the guy is behind you. Nosferatu man's probably there somewhere. Oh no, he's gonna go in the cupboard, isn't he? Where he sleeps.
Sorry, Nick. What are you doing?
Just left him there to die. That was cool. Oh, that is terrifying. Oh, there you go. The face on the animal. It doesn't get it quite right. That was good. It was one single take from one end of the corridor to the other.
Oh,
He's behind you.
where am I?
He's in the back. What the hell? How? That's brilliant. The production on this is amazing. For like knowing how they would have got these harnesses and stuff, but like you could see the ceiling and everything. So that was. I knew he was going to come out somewhere.
Peter got him.
Poor guy.
He got her dinner.
We'll let Peter out.
Who let Peter out? I mean, I know she's the slave, but like, does she not feel like she's being taken the mick out of sometimes? 2 months later. Enticing, sir. Is this his sexy ritual, trying to entice someone?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Hey, there he is. There's the guy that they killed before. They're all now characters.
I've been a vampire for 2 months. I think everyone's always wanted to fly, and now I can do it.
Yeah, the guy that we saw got killed earlier. He's terrible at it, though.
Why don't you use the front door?
That'd be too simple.
Why would I? I'm flying.
I'd love that.
I woke up in his basement and he offered me some blood. I just thought it was something German thing that these guys do. The transition into becoming a vampire was pretty hard. You could see the inside of my neck.
Oh my god.
And then I came home and I was sweating. I was either really hot or really
Guys, like, what the hell did you do? Oh, whoa.
Someone was having the flu.
Wait, how does he have a reflection? The moment when he's turning fully vampire?
Explain it, like, it's just, yeah, just real hot and cold and like...
How did they do that?
The neighbors can see you flying around the house.
Documentary crew following you around.
Very good point.
My friends are loving it.
I love it. I saw the end of it. It looked great. I don't know. It'd be cool to just hang out with them. They can teach me some stuff. I can probably teach them a few things.
About life. I love that from his point of view, we're seeing a little sad story about a human that's had everything changed for him.
I'm dead. It's kind of affected my friendship with normal people, my family and stuff. The way I see it, I've got a whole new family.
Like a health documentary on TV.
Even though one of them killed me.
Where shall we go tonight?
My friend Richard's a bouncer. He can get us in. Stu's keen. Stu loves it. Cool. That's Stu. This is my friend Stu.
Not been turned.
Originally he went out with my sister and then they broke up. I don't really get into it. So it's got nothing to do with me. You can't hear me.
Oh, is he deaf?
Stu doesn't know that I'm a vampire and he doesn't know that my friends are vampires.
Can you not read lips?
Met some colourful friends.
This is Jasmine.
I brought him round to the house and they all thought I bought a meal. Really, really sucks. Can't eat him.
It sucks.
He's the reddest guy I know. Alright, you can hear me. But yeah, like computer-based stuff, eh, mainly.
Yeah, databases.
Well, you just heard that. Does he just ignore the whole thing? Because, I mean, okay, yeah, you might be considered meat at first, but if you just sort of hang out and be friends with them...
I don't think Nick should have been turned into a vampire. Such a...
Looking great, man.
It's good to have someone there that knows the local life and stuff. He just hates it that there's someone slightly younger and more hip than him.
Wonderland. So here we are at Boogie Wonderland. It is so much fun.
I can entice people. Maybe it does work.
Wearing the same jacket as me.
It's not exactly the same. It's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, it is. I love the jacket, though.
Awesome life. I'm just loving being a vampire at the moment.
Dude, you might want to clean your mouth. Tiger's me.
I can smell werewolves.
We're just about to walk past a werewolf.
Also, werewolves are real in this as well.
Look out, guys. Don't catch fleas.
What's that, mate? Tika.
Sorry, what?
Is that Reese?
We've got sensitive hearing. Have you?
It's Reese! I didn't know Reese was in this.
I do. Why did you start it? Why don't you girls smell your own crotches?
We smell each other's crotches and it's a form of greeting.
You're on camera, mate. Don't do
What?
it.
I don't know this guy. Let's count killer.
Oh.
We're werewolves.
Not swear.
What are we?
Werewolves, not werewolves.
No,
It's a very offensive word to call people.
Well, unless you're talking about a bundle of sticks. This bundle of sticks. Werewolves? Don't get it.
And he fell for it as well.
He's just going to take off his gloves. All right.
I slap you with my glove.
Don't swear. We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it.
It's a very old-fashioned thing.
Calm down.
Should have
Dion.
forgot my gloves.
Oh, the guys.
Do the breathing. Do the breathing.
It's all right. It's not full moon. Enjoy your night.
Shame yourselves, man.
I can't believe Reese is in this though. Flippin' love it.
Say it, don't spray it.
Why are you swearing all the time?
What, he rivaled me?
Are you okay, Stu?
Yeah, the slapping with a glove thing, that's an old-fashioned thing for, to be offensive, I think. Something like that.
I just don't really know how to approach this. I don't want to break that friendship, but what do you do when someone tells you that they're a vampire? I'm expecting him to be angry.
I think he knows. He just doesn't want to say anything.
I've been going through a few changes lately. I don't show up for lunch anymore.
Anything in the daylight.
The reason I brought you here is to tell you that I'm a vampire.
Oh, I know, already.
Stu took it pretty well. He's definitely my best mate, and I'm not going to eat him.
But he's had no reaction to that.
If they ever offer you spaghetti, you shouldn't eat it.
I think they offered me biscotti.
Vampire mates don't eat human mates. And no matter how much I wanted to eat him, I would never eat him because he's my mate. Hey, Stu.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him. Stu seems really nice, bless him.
Stu is great. We really like him.
First, I wanted to kill him.
I wanted to eat him.
Now, I'm glad I spent the time to get to know him.
Yeah, of course, he looks delicious.
He's our human friend.
We've all got an agreement that we're not going to eat Stu, right?
Right. They like him more than they like me, I reckon.
I'm knitting a scarf for Stu.
Aww. He's like their pet.
Wow.
You turned me into a vampire. Maybe don't do that to him. Vegetarian. The last thing he'd want to do is eat a live being.
Oh, yeah. That's a point.
Get it!
It's how far technology can go forward.
He's pushing the signal to the phone. They said behind you.
There is a crucifix behind you.
Or focus it. Maybe smile.
Great photos. Wait, how does the photos work? They're vampires. Reflections. They shouldn't show up in photos, should they?
Stu is the first human friend that I've had for a long time. With humans, there's a tendency to die.
Or we could poke her.
What do you mean, poker?
Can we see a movie of a sunrise?
Oh, nice.
Oh, because they've never seen the sunrise. Well, whilst being dead.
I don't think she's a virgin. She's doing that.
He's showing them pictures of women. Be careful, is that light out?
This is my old servant, Philip.
I call him...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Philip. The one that you mentioned about before.
My God, that's him. That's Philip. That's Philip. He looks so old.
Looks older.
So lange her. Du hast dich
God, Sky.
Katrin gesehen.
Es gibt keine Eile. Das falsche Porto auf die Box gezahlt. Und es hat ganz lange gedauert, um hier anzukommen.
Du hast mir versprochen, jetzt bin ich schon 90.
Oh no. We can't turn him now, because he'll be old forever. No, turn him.
Yeah, that one.
That's wrong. I love how they've blurred out the information. This is Philip. Philip's retirement home. He's gonna break his back being a... Wait, no, is he... Was that the lady that he'd fallen in love with?
The movie Twilight. Have you seen it?
Twilight.
I'm the main guy, Twilight.
The vampire.
How many people have you told you're a vampire?
Not many.
Just everyone. They wouldn't believe you, probably.
You can't tell everyone that you're a vampire. Who's that guy?
He's gonna be a danger.
Vampire eyes can't go into the sun.
Oh god, stop telling random strangers.
I'm a vampire, though.
I'm a vampire hunter, man.
No, you're not. Oh, fucking piece of
I mean, you gotta be careful with that.
Stuff. Same. I'll show you. Show me some of your vampire stuff. What have I got?
Oh my god. Frickin'.
You're not Twilight, telling the world that we are vampires. shut up. I'm Dracula, you don't even know who Dracula is.
Dracula. Oh, that's so cool. Well, careful you don't kill him. That was an amazing thing to see.
Naked.
Again, beautifully done. Yeah, the person in the old people's home. I wasn't sure if he was trying to find maybe a mate for Peter from earlier.
Hey, Stu. You're eating worms.
Oh no.
Doesn't work on chips, only works on things that already look like worms. Do you want some noodles?
Well, he knows now.
Oh no, I wouldn't eat that.
What are you going to say is?
Why?
Oh!
Right?
What did he say it was? It was...
He ate the chips. I can't eat solids now. Great.
You can't eat chips?
It's my favourite food. I can't eat chips.
Ah!
I'll say I'm over being a vampire, so don't believe the hype.
Don't get hit by a car, mate. You won't die, but... Oh no, is he dead? That was a great transition.
Jackie, can I come in, please?
Don't look at the man.
Oh my god.
Akasha.
I was going to bite you tonight,
No,
but now I can't because there's this Nick being a vampire.
she's got family.
You killed him 2 months ago, didn't
No, I didn't know. He's a vampire.
What do you mean?
He jumped in front of your place.
You could come after her.
You know, if I had a penis, I would have been bitten years ago.
Perhaps another couple of years, perhaps 10 years.
No.
Circle, just biting each other's
It reminds me of that Deck commercial.
biting club, and I'm stuck here ironing their frills.
Also, clean the bathroom, please.
You can't just be stuck as their slave. Then again, if you say no, will they then... No, I'd say they kill you anyway, but then that makes her win. Oh, that's terrifying.
Catherine, she was so charming and nice.
Is Catherine?
Unfortunately, she was married.
As an
So
old
I wanted
lady?
to kill the guy, draining him of every drop of blood. Also saw how happy she was. And that made me kind of happy.
Oh.
And I didn't want to ruin it for her. I did the honorable thing and I just stepped back.
Oh, bless him. Look at that. What's he going to do? That was quite funny. I was wondering if that's what he was going to do. What's happened? What? Oh, what the hell? What happened? Why does he sound like a screaming child? Oh, the sunlight! Did they forget to put the curtain down? No. Is Peter dead?
I was too late. Your friend has just been killed in a fatal sunlight accident.
Oh, Jesus. When he said turn that thing off, I didn't think he meant the camera.
So this is what I think happened. The vampire hunter is broken through the window here.
Wait, you see the microphone?
Towards the tomb.
Crucifix! Cover the crucifix!
They get sickly from seeing crucifixes.
Pushed the tomb lid onto the vampire hunter, and then the sunlight has come through here and burnt Peter alive.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Sanded down. Do you think he hand sanded that?
Imagine that stuck in you.
Here's our sweet Peter, burnt to a sizzle. This is the vampire hunter.
Is that the guy that he saw? Do you know the guy that he saw? It is him! He met him on the night out, didn't he? He said he was a vampire hunter.
Typical macho type.
Yuck.
I know that guy, actually.
Oh, you idiot.
Told him I was a vampire.
What?
I thought he was joking. He said he was a vampire hunter.
Let a vampire hunter into our
I didn't
house.
let him in. I just gave him my email. He doesn't.
Nick!
And you gave him your email as well?
Shove it down your ass!
Oh, what? It's like the Inception turning room? But the cameraman. That's so cool.
Kill you! I'm already dead!
Exactly. Can't kill him. Who's that? Police? Disturbance?
Hi, I'm Constable O'Leary. This is Constable Minogue. Possible forced entry and also a rather large amount of shrieking. Have a wee look around.
Oh no. What are they going to have to do? Kill them?
There was a phone call about a bit of a disturbance. We're just checking over the scene, making sure no one's in danger. We might go up and have a wee look up there if that's all right with you. Just
Come on, mate.
part of the job. Yep.
Smells a bit weird in here too, mate. What do you call that?
Death.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
You will not notice anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, you can't do that. He's trying to mind control them.
How are you?
Hey, fellas.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay, we've had a couple of reports, okay? There's a couple of...
Really nervous. I've hypnotised those cops.
Have you hypnotised them?
So I could wear off any second. The hope that those guys don't kill those because it would mean more police, possibly even Christians.
I didn't know if you'd be good at it.
We've got to keep the peace, okay?
Oh no, is it wearing off?
You're joking.
What?
Not a smoke alarm in sight.
No smoke detectors, mate.
Ah.
Rule number 2,
was
maybe
good.
not so many barbecues inside.
Sort it out, fellas.
Who's this guy?
Oh no.
Friend who came to our party.
Mate, you right?
He's just drunk.
Drunk, that's what I thought. Drunk guy.
Just drunk,
Look,
yeah.
this guy's not having a good time. He's going to feel terrible tomorrow morning.
Yeah, when he's dead.
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
Oh
What
no.
we got here?
Is this another misdirection as well?
What is that?
And he's not looking at that.
I can see it
Yeah.
as clearly as I can. Adhesive, mate. It's flammable.
Don't even see the dead body though.
Smoke detectors again, are there?
No.
Yes, there are.
Yes, there are. I see
Okay,
them,
there are.
There's-
There are.
Yeah, good thinking. Let's have a bit of dialogue about it.
They've got a really good point. Let's kill them.
No, don't kill them. Because otherwise the force is going to just come straight down on the house.
I call into session.
Yeah, the force is going to come down thinking, well, they went missing at that house, so...
Read the charges.
Problems we have with Nick. Number 1.
He's an idiot.
You brought a human into our house, which is a big no-no in vampire world.
Yeah, you did.
So Stu's fine, so we'll cross that one out. Thank you, Stu.
Thank you, Stu.
Nick's been telling people he's a vampire.
Just willy-nilly.
This is quite a biggie. The vampire hunter who killed Peter. That should have been crime number 1, but we wanted to build up to that. Deacon doesn't like that you wear the same jackets as him. He would like you to find your own original style.
We, the Vampire Council, find you guilty. You should be banished from our flat.
Oh no.
Indefinitely.
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 Indefinitely means there is no end.
I thought there was
No, indefinite.
No, indefinitely means it's not, it's not a definite thing.
Or it could be 6 months.
No, it is not tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Forget
Forever. Is what you should say.
You're banished.
That's it.
But Stu, you can visit if you like.
Thank you.
For your crimes, you will be made to suffer a procession of shame.
What is that?
Not to pass that sentence.
We should do this immediately.
So overdramatic.
You didn't ask. You were saying yes.
I did, right.
Well, this is what's going to
I still
happen.
think it's quite extreme.
Procession of shame.
Let's do it. What is it?
Shame, shame, shame.
That's it.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame on you.
You go, Stu?
Shine.
Bye, Stu.
Stu, we don't have to go.
That was a shame.
It was quite literally a shame. Oh, you making her clean up? It's weird how this film almost feels like a series. I know that it is a series after this.
They have burned the edges like
What's-
a treasure map or
What's
something.
the big event?
Very authentic, doesn't it?
Dearly departed. Wellington Vampire Association
Did they say the Wellington Vampire Club?
to attend the Unholy Masquerade 6th of June, starting at 6 p.m. 666.
Oh, yeah.
Of Wellington, there's always
Yes, Wellington. I say that because I know there's a show called Wellington Paranormal, and the cop earlier, is she from Wellington Paranormal? I've not seen it. I want
a
to.
dance together. It's always a big deal for me.
One year I went to the Unholy Masquerade dressed as Whoopi Goldberg, sister act.
Did you?
Back in the habit. Didn't go down so well because she was a nun.
Oh, yes.
Vampires don't like nuns.
Big deal of the Unholy Masquerade. Announced the guest of honor. Don't know if I should be saying this, but heard a little rumor that the guest of honor this year
Is you?
might be me.
Oh.
And the guests of honor will be...
Who is it? Show me.
Oh no, it's not him. Or it's like his worst enemy or something? The Veins.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Who would it be?
Vladislav, that the guest of honor will be the Beast.
Oh, that. We saw the picture earlier.
My mind is reserved for the beast. You should pray that you never have to see the beast.
Well, hopefully I don't.
Get your hands off my balls, beast!
He may have told you some stories about his great battle with the beast.
Not really, other than that. Why do I feel like it's going to be an ex of his or something?
I hope you never see the beast.
The Beast. Who is the Beast?
You can't go to the baller's blade.
Vampire Hunter, yeah.
No, it's inappropriate.
Turn around and look at them.
Just pants!
Shit,
Holy
man.
What the hell?
The black paint
Thank you.
He's not been drinking blood, so he aged? Maybe?
If you eat someone on the way and rejuvenate.
Yeah, because he's not eating.
Just leave me to do my dark bidding on the internet.
What are you bidding on?
Bidding on the table.
He's actually bidding. Dark bidding. He's just on eBay. I want to bid for a table. The Cathedral of Despair.
Gary and Alicia.
So we're at the unholy masquerade.
Wait, how is she able to be there? She's human.
Hey, Jackie. Yeah.
Surely she smells like a human?
This is an undead party.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
You'll have your.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire.
Wait.
Who bit you?
Oh, Nick.
Oh, he did.
Pretty rude. He was my servant.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you would ask.
Oh, he's here.
Stu!
Oh no, Stu's not a vampire now, is he? Because he's human as well.
Has anyone looked at you like they want to eat you?
So he's still human.
You hear me at the back? Glory Zombie Society.
Hello.
Inspect the prize over here to my left.
It's just a man.
To you this year's guest of honour, Pauline Ivanovich.
Yeah, so it's a woman. The Beast.
That's the beast.
That's the Beast.
Is the name I give to my ex-girlfriend.
He's his ex.
We had a very intense relationship. Impaled me and called me an ass. She said all kinds of things. All this while I was impaled on a lamppost.
I will meet
Someone
all of you.
nice. Jeez, don't cut it like that. Oof. I don't feel like Stu's gonna get on. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's such a great... Like, how did they do that as well? It could have been a cut.
This is Stu.
You've got really warm hands too. You demon?
No, he's not the demon.
Please don't say he's human.
A male witch.
Shush.
You should go dance with anyone.
He'll be the new victim.
Not vampire, so he's zombie.
He's more of a human.
No. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Don't tell that.
Do you mind if Stu is killed?
Can I just ask you,
Oh God, are you alive?
are you predeceased?
Oh no. He's just food for everyone now.
It is your fault. You brought a human into this den of vampirishness.
I mean, yeah, I did wonder why he was there.
I've got to shoot off now.
Oh no.
See you later on.
Oh no. The zombies are now after him and the Beast.
Follow me. Excuse me.
Yeah, could they not give him a mask? Yeah, like that, yeah. It's not going to help. But
Oh, hey.
Okay, not that way. Not
This way.
Is there another way? Oh,
he's surrounded.
Excuse me, everyone. Can I have your attention?
There is a human among us.
Yet, unholy masquerade rules. They brought the human. They don't let us feast on him.
it was on the invitation +1, but it did not specify if it could be a human.
Very good point.
Vampire hunter for all we know. Come on over and we'll have a vampire barbecue.
Wearing a bow tie. Look at him.
Tell them what you do.
Come
I'm
on.
a software analyst.
Louder, louder.
Hi, my name is Stu.
Speak up a bit.
I can't hear.
Louder.
Hi, my name's Stu. I'm a software analyst. Basically, we take like business requirements.
He is a virgin.
That's the information they grabbed from it. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, he came eventually. Her ex.
There shall be no eating of the human.
Vladislav.
You have forgotten your former lover.
Oh, she's going to say a different name, isn't
Georgie?
she? She did.
Wait a minute. This one moment.
Can't get it
Oh,
off.
I've got it. Let's go. It takes away from.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hello, beast.
Hello, us.
Hey, don't call me ass.
Nice to meet you, ass.
And what is cameras doing here? One, then another one.
Like, you don't go
Yeah.
bringing your bloody cameras into everything.
Didn't think of that with the cameras. Oh yeah, the camera guy's a human as well.
And you will not eat the camera guy. Maybe one camera guy.
We're going to eat the human being.
Well, what about this?
What's his name is filming that in the background as well. Nick is filming it. It's an easy way to solve this. Steak. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh no, no, they're gonna kill you now. You've just killed one of them.
We should probably go, Stu.
Yes, Stu.
That was great. But it was more Stu with a giant stick.
This doesn't make it awkward for you and the beast.
No, I think it's opened up new possibilities.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Stu! Wait. Stop. Listen.
It's werewolves. Please don't tell me Stu's gonna get turned into a werewolf.
Werewolves.
Yeah, it's werewolves.
No. Look what the cat dragged in, huh?
Get to see Reese though.
Guys, where's your tracksuit pants?
Washing night. My missus couldn't wash them because there was too much blood in them.
The legs expand, they grow into the tracksuit.
That's why they wear the tracksuits, right?
Oh no, you've forgotten the combination. Why did you get a combination lock? Okay, well it's probably 4 zeros. That's the factory setting, is it? Fuck off to a tree.
Hey, werewolves, not swearwolves.
Yeah, I know.
Werewolves, not swearwolves.
I was just reminding you.
Stop talking and chain yourself up, you kid.
You swore again.
By the way, I find that offensive. Is it fur? Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, the fur.
It's not real.
Oh, shit!
Oh no, get out of there now.
That guy in the bow tie, he's gonna go first.
Yeah.
Take all your clothes off that you want to keep. Have your shirtless jacket off. You've only just bought that, Nathan.
Oh God. So it's the way that it's so dramatic, but funny. Oh, that's scary. Weird. But would the werewolves go after vampires though? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, one of the camera crew's down. Oh. Oh, lovely. Oh. Was that Stu?
Stu, you alright?
Oh no, I don't think he's okay. He's their plaything now. Oh, this is so well done. No.
Don't look at the blood.
Yeah, so Stu's become a vampire. Become a werewolf.
It's too late for him. Don't look at the blood, Nick.
The sad music.
Probably still a little upset. Best friend disemboweled by werewolves.
Oh, bless you.
Pretty full on, hey?
Oh, they can have a heart-to-heart now.
But this is what happens when you're a vampire. You have to watch everyone die. Your mother and father, all your friends. Sometimes brutal, like slipping and falling onto a giant spike, or falling asleep in an autumn pile of leaves and having some of them
How is that?
block your windpipe.
Such a random death.
Fashioning a mask out of crackers, being attacked by ducks.
What? The weirdest deaths.
Or simply dying of old age. But even old age is brutal. Watching your friends grow old, they say stupid things and their brains go and they
go all mushy.
One day they can't even remember who you are. And you wish they were dead. If I know Stu, this was probably the way he wanted to go.
I doubt it. Unless he's not dead.
Blood and guts splayed onto the trees.
Okay.
His face torn to shreds.
Alright. Even Nick's like... Thanks. Is he really dead?
I hope I made you feel better.
Not really.
Looks like there's been a bit of a dog attack.
Yeah, that's the lady I thought was maybe from Wellington Paranormal. Oh no, he's not.
There's
No,
nicer ways to
not.
go than being torn apart.
They're happening on a monthly basis, and it's no good for anybody, okay?
I love they even got the interviews with the police as well.
And that's what I'm talking about. Look at it. End of the day, this dog is going to have to be put down.
It's so
What a shame.
realistic. Oh, don't kill the doggy.
He's got the scent again, hasn't he? He wants
No,
to go.
Oh, sorry, I thought the dog for a second was one of the werewolves. I thought because of the eyes being a funny colour, but... He's lost his friend. Ominous. Oh, okay. Sorry we were interrupting, sir.
They say that vampires' hearts are cold and dead.
You would have loved this, Gav.
Vakey, hey.
Iago.
Who's sleeping here? The
Oh.
curtains open. It's
Oh.
nearly morning. Got to think a little bit about these things.
Okay. Sorry,
He could have died.
It's okay. Night. Okay.
Nighty night. Aww. I love that they're showing the photo with those, because those two have gone now. A dysfunctional family.
Hey guys, it's the vampire here.
Okay.
It's a heads up. I've got quite a big surprise.
But he's not dead.
The blow everyone's waiting, I think.
Stu's still alive, but he's a werewolf. I think, anyway. I was right.
Stu! Hey, Deacon.
Stu!
Oh wait, no, did he?
Them tear you to shreds. It looks cool.
Thank you.
Anton.
Deacon. Hi.
Okay. Right. Why did you bring them
I
over?
remember. Ambulance.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was a... Oh wait, they're going to turn them too as well?
After that was, but I woke up and it was daytime.
I love the reenactment. It's just like a proper documentary.
Eventually found me and they had some... So yeah, those guys have been supporting me because I was quite confused. Yeah, these are the guys who turned me into a werewolf.
Did you knit your own jersey?
Hey, Ned, is that the moon or? Yes. Hopefully we won't, don't lick anything or on anything.
We thought, oh, they're just going to urinate on everything.
Are they going to become friends?
There was obviously that werewolf smell which permeated the entire house.
When Stu first suggested the idea, I thought, no way.
Reese and Tyker meeting each other, shaking hands, I love it.
Give it a shot, I'm the alpha male, so I made the call. I'm the alpha male.
What have you done to your face?
I got attacked.
It's the woman from the old people's home. Did he make her a vampire?
So, Catherine's a vampire now?
Yay!
Together. We just thought to hell with it.
No, but you kind of made the decision.
And he came floating in and over to me, and I recognised him. It was wonderful.
Aww, love from many years ago.
Don't mind being a vampire.
Just means you got to stay old forever.
Freak out a bit about the age difference. 6-year-old lady doing with a guy 4 times her age.
Oh yeah, he's hundreds of years older.
Cradle snatcher, who cares? I decided to bite her, and we're gonna be together forever.
Perfect.
But it's not long before you remember why it was you broke up in the first place.
My husband is my familiar, so there's been a...
Oh God, how's that
there.
changed? Yeah.
I feel like I'm who I'm really meant to be now. I love you, great, but I am your master.
I'm sure he doesn't mind that at all. I am your master.
What were you laughing at, Justin? Test failed! Test failed! Hey,
I was laughing with the group.
Yep, that's good.
I want to see if there's anything after.
You will not remember the last hour and a half of what you have just seen. You will forget the contents of this movie.
So don't tell anyone else. Does that mean that now I don't remember? I absolutely love that. So balmy. And that there was a laugh in that every second. It was so good. Building the lore of the vampires and the werewolves and the zombies sort of all mixing together, and all with humans there as well, and they had the familiars, and the world building, yeah, was so cool. It'll be interesting to see that in comparison to how they did the series. Was the series the same? I don't know if it had Taika Waititi and Rhys Darby in it though.
Can you come downstairs for a second, please?
The problems with living with other vampires are the vampires I have chosen to stay with.
There were all these people down there, half drunk.
Well, where did they find the alcohol?
No, they were half drunk. They'd been half drunk.
If you've got something to say, then damn well say it.
It's not hygienic!
Madeline, Sammy, that's it. I knew Sammy came into it somewhere. I was trying to remember her name, but it's so good to see her in this, because I know she was with Taika and Rhys in the TV show they did. I saw her and I went, wait, she looked familiar, and I went, oh my God, it's her. I love her, she's brilliant. I don't know if there's anyone else in that cast, Our Flag Means Death, apart from Rhys Darby, Taika Waititi and Madeline Sammy. So yes, according to you guys over on Twitter, specifically Liz, thank you so much Liz, big shout out, Clifton in this film is played by Cohen Holloway. And if you don't know who Cohen Holloway is, if you've seen Our Flag Means Death, I am very sure you remember Pop Pop from Our Flag Means Death. And he's in this as Clifton. And the most hilarious thing is in this, Taika Waititi slaps him in the face with a glove, and in Our Flag Means Death, Pop Pop smacks Taika Waititi in the face. So we got him back after many years. The band, by the way, that I mentioned, Vladislav, the character, the real guy who plays him, the band that they were in was Flight of the Conchords.
What's wrong with being from New Zealand?
Are you picking on Brett again, Jermaine?
No, I didn't pick on him. It was a...
You're from New Zealand as well?
Yeah, thoughts on the film. So balmy, so brilliant, but I loved all the little jibes in there they had with each other, and it just felt like a real natural documentary on vampires, even though it seems such a weird premise, but it works so well. Also, I have to look up if that lady was from Wellington Paranormal, because I'd seen a picture of her before, and I believe she was from Wellington Paranormal. Yeah, no, it's both of them. Wait, both of those two. So does that TV show, does Wellington Paranormal focus on the world from their point of view? So you see the zombies, the everything else. Because I thought it was about ghosts. Oh, it is. It's about ghosts as well? Yeah, their job is to investigate paranormal phenomena. even though they're police. I love that kind of thing. Like, I love both police programs and I also love paranormal programs. So seeing a spoof comedy, and it's written by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi as well. I had no idea. I'd love to check that out.
Top secret, no one else knows about.
Perfect fit, O'Leary.
You're not supposed to be in there.
But you walk down the street, you would think that was me.
Yeah, I've come to realise that New Zealand comedy is so hilariously funny.
That was supposed to be a cup. Now it's a basket. Oh, now it's a basket. That's kind of cool.
Whilst editing this, so Marty from the future here, hi. Whilst editing this, I had someone message me and tell me about the Lights, Camera, Barstool interview with Rhys Darby back in 2022, where he actually talks about him working on the set of What We Do in the Shadows and what happened on that night shoot, you know, where we first meet the werewolves. The whole reason why he was so angry and annoyed in that scene, that was how he actually did feel on the set. What I'll do is I'll play the clip for you of Rhys talking about it, but if you'd love to check out his full interview where he doesn't only talk about What We Do in the Shadows, he also talks about Our Flag Means Death and a whole host of other things. But yes, this is a clip from the Lights, Camera, Barstool interview with Rhys Darby from 2022.
I was angry and annoyed doing that movie because it was like, yeah, part of those scenes, if you look at them, the werewolf ones, always in the middle of the night. One of them was 3 a.m. and I wasn't feeling my best. I was angry. There was no script, and he just said, like, this is what you got to do, okay? The vampires are going to come up. Want you to get all your werewolves and make sure they've, they're going to, because the moon's coming out, they've got to attach themselves to trees and just do what you do, Rhys. And so I just did it. So what you're seeing there is just me frantically being me, off and trying to get these guys, sorted out before the moon arrives. And that's, they've got the wrong pants on, they're coming up to me. I think Taika just told them, or Jermaine, who was also directing it, said to them, just go up to Rhys and just annoy him with these things. And they did, and they came up and they said, I can't, my lock's not working or whatever, So I guess in some ways I'm at my best when I'm, have to deal with that stuff on the fly with no words, and so that what you see there is me truly annoyed. I remember waiting around for hours and hours. I think I had a cold at the time, but look, the results are, it was worth it. It was worth it, man.
So yeah, it's interesting that he was just annoyed for the filming, and they were just constantly barraging him with loads of things, not just for that first time that we see them, but then also later in the film as well. I love finding out these things because you think one thing about the film, but it's actually something completely different, and it turns out it's real emotion. So yes, thank you so much to Liz for pointing that out to me over on Twitter. What I'll do is, if you want to check out the full interview for yourselves, I'll leave the link in the description. The way they traverse through the house was really interesting. We see them fly at points or hover and things like that. There's a ceiling, and I'm wondering if maybe the ceiling was digitally added and that they had a load of levers and pulleys and stuff above, or something above, like cranes and stuff outside, lowered them around and moved them around on these harnesses. Some of them had some real good camera trickery in there, like the bit where the bat hit the electric wiring and then hit the car, and then the guy stands up. That was really well done. The bit where they're running down the alleyway and then all of a sudden he just turns into a bat. That was, again, really well done. So the visual effects of that were brilliant.
I'm still nowhere near as good as I want to be with my drawing. But I've only been doing it 80 years. Viago has interesting eyes. Orange circles in his eyes. I like to add lots of blood dribbling out. He's much better than I was when I started 87 years ago.
Apparently about 125 hours of footage was shot for this, most of which was improvisation from the cast. The process of editing that down to a 90-minute movie took almost a year. Damn, that's a hell of a lot of editing time. I mean, I do a hell of a lot of editing myself, but that level of it with fully professional editors, almost a year.
Hi there, is that AA Dentists? Now I understand you have an after-hours service. Could I ask you to extend that? They could come in at 10 if you can just stretch that to... Okay, well could you ask? Could you go and ask the dentist if he might be able to stay in until 10:30 on Thursday, please?
Yeah, they must have done meticulous editing on this as well, because there's so many little intricate things and you've got to piece together scenes from different cameras, and I'm not sure whether it was done as a single camera production. It possibly was. But considering in some scenes there are multiple cameras, like in the masquerade scene, they even reference there being multiple cameras as well. But again, that could be shot as a single camera production to make it seem like there were multiple camera operators, just moving the camera between different takes. Anyway, the directors have stated that they are considering making all the footage available online. Hell yes, I'd love to see that.
And we'd go to stuff like the basketball, and you know, we'd go to movies, and we went go-kart racing a couple of times. But
it sounds like a great relationship. I wish I had something like that.
I know that there are a fair amount of interviews that are out there, physical media, and you can also find them online as well. What I'll do is I will link to anything that I can find for you, because I did find a lot of the interviews that I already had and they were available on YouTube, so I will link a load of them down below in the description.
Guys, a computer isn't this thing. A computer is a person who computes, a reckoner. It's in this encyclopedia.
Such a really cool, intricate storyline in there as well. So it mingled proper documentaries with this fictional horror, and it was so cool. Thank you for requesting it and for asking me to watch it. I really loved that. Also, I noticed this about different people's names, by the way. So the officers who were the police officers, they were from Wellington Paranormal as well as this, yeah? Karen O'Leary plays Officer O'Leary. Yeah, and Mike Minogue plays Officer Minogue, apparently.
Welcome to hell.
Get out of there, O'Leary. Get out of there now.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was going to be scary, wasn't it?
And it seems to not only go for their names, because in this bit of trivia it says that Stu Rutherford plays Stu. I didn't know that Stu's name in real life was Stu. But yes, he had not played a primary acting role in a movie prior to appearing in this one, but he was an extra in Boy. Now, I don't remember seeing him in Boy because I've seen Boy. If you want to check out the uncut reaction to that, by the way, it's over on Patreon or YouTube members. That will come to the channel at some point. I just haven't had a chance to get that out to you guys yet. It just hasn't won polls or anything. So also, so you know, not only will I be watching Boy when that comes out, but I've also watched the original short film that it was based off of, which will be in that video as well, because I've reacted to the entire thing alongside the film. And on that note, if you would love to keep up to date with that, then feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. There you go. Perfect reason to subscribe. Anyway, apparently Stu was a part-time business analyst for a Wellington company, Landworks. He was hired for the film under the impression that he would be working on computers and that he would play a small part in the film. So I'm fairly sure, isn't the job that he plays in the film, doesn't he say that he's a computer analyst or something? I'm sure that is what he says, isn't it?
Hi, my name's Stu. I'm a software analyst.
So funny that it pairs back to real life again, which makes it even more like a real life thing that they are making a documentary on, hence this being a mockumentary.
These are some old hard drives that came out of customers' machines. Every few days they fill up the lolly jar. It's nice to have some lollies. I'm a senior analyst, so I've kind of come from a programming background. I basically still do some coding, a lot of data, a lot of different data. You know, it's not just text, there's, you know, the maps are kind of like pictures and they tell a story.
I'm 100% going to be checking out the show for this. I thought they all played fantastic roles in this. The one scene that I thought was, I was so tense on the edge of my seat, it was the secret society group that they got together, was the Unholy Masquerade. That scene, I was on the edge because I was thinking about the guy who was human, and I originally thought about the woman being human as well. And then when she was like, oh no, I've been turned, part of me went, oh thank God, but a part of me went, no, she's been turned, because I didn't want her to be turned into a vampire. Although it was really funny in the end credits when we get to see her having that discussion with her boyfriend, or with her husband, sorry, and she was discussing, well, I'm your master. Apparently Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi wrote 150 pages of script, but chose not to show it to a single person involved in the film. But he said, does that mean that every scene that we see has been just improvised for the entire thing? That's insane. It does actually go on to say they had only described broad strokes of what each scene was about, sometimes providing a beginning and an end point. This was to keep things spontaneous and to allow the actors to be surprised by the events unfolding before their eyes. I really like that approach to making the film. A little bit annoying if you want them to say certain things that can then be brought up again later, but I suppose you could then rewrite those scenes according to what has already been shot, and you could then write things that you definitely want them to say and just say, right, as long as you say this, you can do whatever you want in this scene. If you do like this kind of thing, consider subscribing, because I am going to be watching the TV series of What We Do in the Shadows as well, alongside potentially, maybe, Wellington Paranormal. I'd love to check it out because it's something that I've been wanting to watch for ages because I've known of it, and I've not said much really about it because I knew it existed, but I didn't know who it was written by or that the characters physically were in this.
My name's Anton. I'm a werewolf, and it's an affliction that I've had to deal with. I've had it for 8 years. Every full moon I transform. Me and the boys here, we're all a pack. We all suffer from the same infliction. It's a weird, I don't like calling it that, but it's something we have to live with, and it's something we have to deal with.
Possibly one of the most exciting parts of the film would be doing a fight scene in a rotating corridor with Corey.
Yep, that's right. It was a rotating corridor. As I mentioned in the film earlier, I said it kind of reminded me a bit of the corridor that they used for Inception, where that was a rotating corridor as well, and then they filmed through it. I wasn't entirely sure if the camera was locked off at the end of the tunnel, like through the opening, you know, in the opening of the rotating corridor. It turns out it was, and it was pretty much exactly as I thought it was. So you'll notice that on parts of the footage you can see the rotating corridor on massive wheels. I believe they have to have a certain type of wheel. There was an episode of, I think it's George Clark on Amazing Spaces or something, and he creates his own rotating room. And he has to come up with the right kind of wheels, and it's his own version of this, but it's so fascinating to see that they had to have the right type of wheels. Obviously this is a professional production, and this is how they actually do it in the industry, but knowing how people replicate how they do it is fascinating.
Our clever mechanism, powered by wheelchair motors, rotates the four walls 90 degrees in just 10 seconds.
You'll also notice that, I believe, that's Taika holding the camera. Shows that he got the shots that he definitely wanted for it. I didn't know that he was holding the camera for some of that. And also the other crew around him are the ones that push the corridor around. So that has to be really well timed with like the movements of going in which direction and where the camera is at that specific time, so it doesn't look like it's being rotated. How I've seen it in other productions is they either have the camera locked off, attached to the corridor itself, so that it keeps the right angle. Yeah, I just thought it was really interesting seeing the footage. But yeah, I'll leave the link to it down below in the description. Also, you'll notice at one point that Taika and Jermaine are looking at something off camera. It's the reference monitor they're looking at of what they've just done as a shot. And having those monitors on set where they can check back things like that is so helpful. Otherwise they're going in blind until they get to the edit stage and then they realise, oh hang on, that looks like a rotating corridor. And yes, you can fix it in post by just rotating the shot slightly. On a professional production, it's not the best way to do things.
My wife puts up with it. She's not happy with it, but it's something that happened after we got married, and so for better or worse, she's with me now.
Mostly worse.
Mostly worse. Once a month, you know, she has her problems, I have mine.
Apparently Taika Waititi based his performance on his mother. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, whilst looking into this, whilst researching the film for the trivia, etc., I have actually found the original short film that this was based on. I had no idea. I know there's a TV series that, oh yes, I will be watching that at some point on the channel, but not only is there a TV series that was based upon this film, but this film was then based upon a short film that was done back in 2005. And that's called What We Do in the Shadows, Interview with the Vampires. I presume the title takes a play on Interview with the Vampire. I'm not entirely sure, but I do have a copy of it. Here's some clips from that. If you want to check that out, I believe that is available on YouTube as well.
I am a vampire.
My name is Viago. I am a vampire.
My name is Deacon Bruch. I am a vampire.
They're doing a documentary on vampires.
I'm Nick. It's Nick. You're a vampire as well.
Yes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Again, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's about 29 minutes. It does look really good. I'm sure, like me, there are probably going to be people out there that didn't know that that even existed. The reason I started mentioning about the short film after the whole Taika Waititi based his performance on his mother thing is because he acts completely different in the short film. His character is, I believe, meant to be the same character. It's just a different type of persona. He just doesn't act like he does in this. Anyway, Jermaine Clement based his on Gary Oldman in Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. And yes, I have yet to see that. The building used for the exterior shots of the vampire's house used to be Peter Jackson's office. That's amazing. And it's funny then that this kind of leads into our next bit of trivia. The hill where the vampires have a run-in with the werewolves is the same hill filmed in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring from 2001, where Frodo and the hobbits are running from the Black Rider and hiding under the roots of a tree. Apparently the movie didn't initially do well in its homeland of New Zealand, so distribution to the United States was cancelled. The directors were able to bring screenings of the film to the USA after a successful Kickstarter fundraising campaign, where it eventually became the most pirated movie of the year. Guys, don't pirate the film! I mean, hilariously, it then goes from this and they make a pirate show, Our Flag Means Death, but still.
We want What We Do in the Shadows to play in the USA. We're just an independent film from New Zealand, so we can't really afford it, so we might just give up.
Let's not give up, man.
But who would help us?
I also didn't know the guy who was the police officer in this. I didn't realise that he was in Wellington Paranormal as well. I only recognised the lady. The scene with them coming into the house, the coppers coming into the house. And I thought that Taika Waititi's character wouldn't have been that great at the whole mind control thing, where it's diverting their senses to think this is absolutely normal, that they're floating in the middle of the room, and that there's a corpse in the basement. Yeah, I thought he was going to be terrible at it, and that they would have picked up and realised, but they didn't. Oh, I didn't know this. Or then again, I don't know a lot of these. Each of the main characters are similar to a vampire from a famous vampire movie. Peter is analogous to Count Orlok from Nosferatu. There you go, Nosferatu! I said, didn't I? He reminds me of Nosferatu. That's why! And then Deacon reflects David from The Lost Boys. Again, I've not seen The Lost Boys. I know. Vladislav is comparable to Gary Oldman's Dracula, as we said. Nick is then reminiscent of Edward from Twilight.
You better go. What else meant to sparkle? Come on.
And I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Viago is like Louis de Pointe-du-Lac from Interview with the Vampire. And I've seen Interview with the Vampire now. Yes, I have, guys. I'm so sorry I haven't brought it to you yet. But if you want to check out the uncut, like I was saying before, check out the uncut over on Patreon or on YouTube members. It is there and it will be coming to the channel at some point soon. I was hoping to have got it out around this time, but I just have not had the time to be able to get out to you guys yet, but it will be coming. A follow-up movie titled Werewolves is currently in development. I heard about this because of the name. It's also a mockumentary as well, and the movie follows the group of werewolves living in modern-day Wellington, New Zealand. I heard something about the naming of it though. Editing Marty from the future again, I've just remembered it's Edgar Wright that came up with the name Werewolves. I kept thinking, I was like, who is it? I know it's someone that I know the work of well. Okay, so it turns out, after a little bit of research, there is actually a Wellington Paranormal podcast on which Jermaine Clement went onto it. He spoke about the Werewolves title and also mentioned the Edgar Wright link as well.
Werewolves.
Oh.
Where we at with werewolves?
I'll tell you what.
Last week we started talking about it again. So
Did you?
I thought it was dead, but may have returned.
People, just on the basis of the name, people are like, you got to make it. It's a genius name.
You know, yeah, we didn't come up with a name. You know that filmmaker Edgar Wright, who loves the Shadows movie, and we were talking about, I can't remember what. I think we were talking about the title, What We Do in the Moonlight or something like that, and we said, oh, we might do another one, and he said it should be called Werewolves.
Anyway, back to What We Do in the Shadows, the film. In total, this took 9 years to bring to the screen. In the time it took to be made, the number of vampire films and TV shows dramatically increased, which worried the filmmakers. I mean, I can understand it because then the market is completely saturated with what you were trying to do in the first place. I mean, I can understand why they kind of made it, probably because vampires and werewolves were becoming popular, because Twilight was in 2008 and their first original short film came out in 2005, so a whole 3 years before. Which kind of hurt them a little bit, I suppose. But they were the ones that decided to make this into a fully fledged film. But that's probably what they mean by it took 9 years to bring it to the screen. Because within those 9 years, yeah, Twilight came out and a whole host of other stuff. So apparently the character of Peter was conceived as devoid of personality, but unscripted scenes of the actor in makeup were expensive, so extra footage of the actor in makeup was shot, such as the scene of him listening to music. That's so interesting that they then decided to shoot extra scenes just for Peter, after initially saying, no, we don't want to because it's expensive. I really liked Peter. He was very underutilized in the film for a lot of it. I feel like he should have been there a lot more with them, whereas it felt like they were in a group together without Peter. And also, the vampire hunter, oh my god, Nick decided to just tell everybody that he was a vampire. When the guy said he was a vampire hunter, I went, oh yeah, okay, as a thinking that he was joking. But then I think I did say at the time, I was like, wait, no, what if he's telling the truth? I mean, vampires exist, so vampire hunters probably exist as well. I didn't actually think he would have been one though. So Taika Waititi can speak German, having briefly lived in the country, so was able to incorporate some of the phrases he remembered into the script. I didn't know that. I heard him saying some of the stuff, but I didn't realise that he just knew it in general. So apparently the bars and the nightclubs that the vampires visit are actual bars in Wellington's entertainment district, based around Courtney Place. I did wonder, because in this is probably wrong, but in the moments where we get the street scenes of them going to the bars and clubs, etc., I feel like the footage that includes the public outside the clubs, etc., I feel like those were real members of the public, but there's so many other people in the backgrounds and stuff, and I wonder if they're extras or if they are just members of the public. Some sources, including Wikipedia, list Viago's name as Viago von Blitzenberg. In a promotional video, Taika Waititi filmed in character as Viago for the New Zealand dating site Find Someone. Oh, I have to find this bit of footage now. I had pretty much every other piece of media, I think, available that was officially released, but I didn't know that was a thing, so I'll play the clip in a minute. But yeah, his name is given as Viago von Grossenheimen.
I'm going to be talking about how to set up your online dating profile.
Music. Fashion. I told you not to trust me.
In the trial episode of the TV series What We Do in the Shadows, Viago introduces himself as Viago von Dorner Schmarten Schiedenheimberg. I don't know why they changed his name like that, but I suppose the TV show is its own thing, but I don't think the TV show is necessarily going by the same law that the film is going after, is it? I might be wrong, I've not seen it yet, so... Oh, by the way, what I will say is that I found some excellent footage of them dancing on the set. It must have been an extra scene that I believe they cut from the film, because I don't remember seeing it in the film. It seems like it would have been a scene for the very end, maybe for a piece of footage on the end credits, but I scrolled through it a couple of times and could not see it. So Vlad refers to himself as Vlad the Poker. I remember him doing that near the beginning of the film, or when he's introducing himself, which is a play on the infamous Vlad the Impaler. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when he said it. Who was the 15th century Transylvanian who was the primary inspiration for Dracula.
Here's some poetry I've written. This one is called The Hunter. Wooden stake pressed to my chest. But haha, I moved.
Jackie Van Beek, who plays Jackie, was in the early stages of pregnancy whilst she was filming this film. So Viago was not only inspired partly by Taika Waititi's mother, but also partly by C-3PO from the Star Wars franchise. I can kind of see that how he is now. Brilliant story, brilliant characters, really well told, and you could barely see an issue with the effects work that was done on it. For the most part, it wasn't really noticeable because a lot of it was, I think, real practical effects, like them being lifted by harnesses and stuff. There was only once or twice that things looked a little bit off, where you could see the digital zooms in. Obviously, it was meant to be that they were properly zooming in.
This one is one of my lighter ones. I think it's quite preposterous that people are like sausages.
So the New Zealand Documentary Board, introduced in the opening credit, is not a real government organisation, but is a real company specialising in comedy productions. I thought it was the actual New Zealand Documentary Board. The side of the Cathedral of Despair has the nameplate Victoria Bowling Club. So during the scene in the bar where the viewer first meets Jackie, the song The Captain by the Phoenix Foundation is playing in the background. The band is based in Wellington, New Zealand, where the movie is set and filmed. Right guys, that is all the trivia for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did get to this point in the video, then I massively appreciate you guys for checking out this video on what we do in the shadows from 2014. It means the world to me, and I know how much you guys absolutely love this film. Such a really interesting story. They've got a camera crew following them. So yeah, hope you guys can join me when we watch this series as well.
I don't really like werewolves. They're stinky. They roll in dead animals so that they turn up to a house, to your place, stinking of a dead, rotting flesh. No one wants that at the dinner time.
Now, because you guys have watched this far into the video, what I would like to do is I do this thing in my film reactions where I'll give you guys a little secret phrase. Feel free to if you would like to, you don't have to, but feel free to comment below. The secret phrase is werewolves, not swearwolves.
Werewolves,
not swearwolves.
What are we?
Werewolves, not swearwolves.
I know it wasn't all of the trivia available. I tried to pick a great selection of it from across the board of trivia that I could find. All of some of the most interesting pieces of trivia in there. I'm sure there's a lot more that I have missed out that I didn't get to, but I tried to find as much as possible. Now, as you well know, if you got to this very stage of the video, then thank you so much for watching. You've been amazing, and I very much appreciate it. But don't forget, if you do like this kind of video, then consider clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel as well, because I watch other films. I watch new and old films. I also watch shows as well, both new and old. Don't forget, if you do want to check out the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burrow, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Will Coxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja in Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, Cliff Adams, Jonathan, Dirk, Annie Bonds, Crystal Appleby, Scorpius, Monica Murphy, Sebastian St-Ange, Varga, Leslie McKittrick, Nick Stark, Number 1 Carez, Jen, Biff McKeldin, Birgit, Stephanie Collins, Emily, Ken Duncan, and Max. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.